Deputy Managing Director, Brakes India Private Limited, Ms. Karin Christina Maria Stoll, Consul General of Federal Republic of Germany, Chennai, Shri B. Uday Kumar, Director, Planning and Marketing, NSSI, New Delhi. I request the dignitaries to occupy the dais. Prayer is an expansion of total faith in the present power within and around us. I request you all to rise up to grace this occasion with a prayer song. A very good morning and a warm welcome to one and all present here. On behalf of the Coimbatore Small Industries Association, I cordially invite you all to the inauguration of INTEC 2019, which has its 18th year of heritage. Coimbatore is one of India's most active engineering cities with over 100,000 SMEs and MSMEs. The engineering culture in this city is vibrant. Leading the city in its quest for global excellence in CODISSIA, the Coimbatore District Small Industries Association makes sure the sustainable growth of these industries. The CODISSIA was formed in 1969. Since then, CODISSIA has been at the forefront of trade development. Today, the association has a strong membership of more than 6,600 industries. May I now call upon Mr. R. Ramamurthy, who took over as the 26th President of CODISSIA, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning and warm welcome to all. Respected and distinguished guests of the day, invitees, friends from the media, exhibitors, visitors to the fair, and my fellow CODISSIans. I am truly pleased to welcome you all to the 18th edition of INTEC 2019. I welcome our Chief Guest Sriram Viji, Deputy Managing Director of Mr. Brakes India Private Limited, Chennai, for consenting to inaugurate INTEC 2019. Welcome you, sir. A hearty welcome to Mrs. Karin Christina Maria Stoll, the Consul General of the Federal Republic of Germany, Chennai. Thank you, Madam, for being with us during the momentous occasion. I warmly welcome Shri B. Uday Kumar, Director, Planning and Marketing, the National Small Industries Corporation of Limited, New Delhi. Sir, you have always been a pillar of support to MSMEs. Thank you, sir, for your presence during this occasion. I welcome all the invitees, office bearers, past presidents, senior members, executive committee members, and members of CODISSIA who have gathered here for the inauguration of INTEC 2019. This edition of INTEC is a privileged one as it has perfectly coincided with the Golden Jubilee year of CODISSIA. We have more reasons to be cheerful this year. CODISSIA has been recently awarded India's first Defence Innovation Centre. Through this, the proposed Southern Defence Corridor comprising of Coimbatore, Salem, Hosur, Trichy and Chennai shall get strengthened. The Atal Incubation Centre by Niti Aayog, Government of India, shall help nurture the startups and handhold them till they graduate, thus developing more entrepreneurs. CODISSIA has also developed 2 industrial parks at Coimbatore in 375 acres, which are being occupied by 320 member industries. Investment in these parks is expected to be about rupees 3,000 crores. We are bringing out skill development centers in line with the Skill India mission. The foundation stone for the Skill Development Center was laid by Shri Kalraj Mishra, the Union Minister for MSME, during one of the previous editions of INTEC Fair. CODISSIA has recently conducted a vendor registration meet with Southern Railways ICF Chennai and NSIC. We ensured for spot registration program where vendors who were interested in supplying components could register themselves. With the help of the railways, we were able to register around 100 members as potential suppliers to railways. With the success of this program, we requested the Southern Railway to open up a help desk at CODISSIA, which is functioning successfully at CODISSIA office every Thursday from 3 to 6 p.m. This has immensely benefited the MSMEs of this region. We have also been stressed the railways to give preference to SMEs for supply of components. As the new government has come into place, we can stress them to move in this direction. CODISSIA is also considering a consortium of industries where our members can be the stakeholders of the parent company and can cater to the requirement of defense and railway requirement. The need of the hour is low automation and upgrading to Industry 4.0. INTEC 2019, the 18th edition of this fair, is the largest in terms of number of exhibitors and also the gross occupied display area. INTEC brings together the very best in technological advancement and is in congregation of various industries exhibiting their finest innovation and services. INTEC is one of the leading industrial equipment and machinery sector trade shows in India. Key sectors of exhibit at this event include machine tools, pumps, machine equipment, precision tools, foundry supplies and various other related industries. INTEC looks back on a 3-decade-long history of success with an overwhelming response from the worldwide industry. INTEC is having dedicated conferences and live demonstration of machinery and will attract extensive media coverage. INTEC aims to provide targeted business networking for the global leaders looking out for the new business development opportunities. Decision makers and top executives from industrial houses are participating in this event, showcasing the latest technology in the field of engineering. This exhibition is a communication and information platform in the industry and offers the exhibiting companies the opportunity to present to an audience of experts. Visitors can find information about the latest in depth and comprehensive developments, trends, products and services in various fields. The MSME sector will be immensely benefited by INTEC Fair since they can get hand-on experience and knowledge by physically seeing the machinery and its operations and can decide on the purchase of machines. INTEC directly helps the MSME for the planning of CapEx for the coming year, which will pave the way to the growth of the industries. CODISSIA's INTEC Fair has helped the growth of industrialization of this region. We are proud of that. I wish to thank the chairman of INTEC 2019 and his team for the excellent teamwork in bringing out this edition of the fair in a grand manner. On this note, I once again extend a very warm welcome to all the guests, exhibitors, members of other sister associations, government officials, friends from the press and media, and all visitors to this event. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request Mr. V. Jagannathan, past President CODISSIA, to honor the chief guest, Mr. Sriram Vijay, with the bouquet and shawl. I request Mr. G.D. Rajkumar, Vice President INTEC, to honor Ms. Karen Christina Maria Stoll with a bouquet and shawl. I request Mr. V. Sundarajan, past President CODISSIA, to honor Shri P. Uday Kumar with a bouquet and shawl. The much-awaited International Industrial Trade Fair, INTEC 2019, is brought to us by the CODISSIA. INTEC is a congregation of various industries exhibiting their finest innovations and services. I now call upon Mr. J. Balu, the chairman of INTEC, to brief about INTEC, which has its heritage of completing 18 years with 2019.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am privileged to address you all as the chairman of this 18th edition of the International Industrial Trade Fair of INTEC 2019. At the outset, I must thank our chief guest, Mr. Sriram, from the bottom of my heart for having made it despite not keeping well. We are indebted to you, sir. Well, INTEC has come a long way since inception. Ever since its inception in 1988, INTEC has been a driving force for manufacturing growth throughout the India and particularly the southern region. 17 successful editions of this fair has helped the industries of this region to upgrade their manufacturing capabilities for precision manufacturing. This edition INTEC has 575 exhibitors from all across India and 12 other countries like UK, Switzerland, Denmark, Netherlands, Spain, South Korea, China, Germany, Taiwan and Japan. We have consciously included an exclusive pavilion for plastic dye and mold, along with machine tools and general engineering to give focus to these areas too. Witnessing INTEC 2019 will be undertaking a global tour for sourcing new technologies. I am confident that INTEC 2019 will be unique with its trending technologies for metal cutting and forming. The previous edition of INTEC witnessed business inquiries worth about 600 crores. With the mood among the regional industries to venture into defense manufacturing, most of the industries of this region are gearing to revamp the manufacturing capabilities. CODISSIA is bringing out the two state-of-the-art world-class industrial parks on the outskirts of Coimbatore. These parks have come up in an area of about 400 acres and will be about 330 industries. The investment in this park is expected to be about 3,000 crores. Members are moving to this park are doing so for their expansion and modernization. There will be a capacity additions leading to new machinery orders. In addition, CODISSIA also has been awarded the Atal Incubation Center by the NITI Ayog, Government of India. All these developments have increased the demand for more machineries and raw materials. We are therefore confident that the result will be even better for all the exhibitors in this edition of INTEC. As has been a case over years, INTEC 2019 will feature the 18th edition of its one-day conference titled Global Manufacturing Cluster Vision GMCV 2030, organized by our conference partner Texas Ventures. This conference will involve industries who shall share their experience and also the last developments. The panel discussion during this conference shall cover more permanent aspects of the manufacturing industry and the technology gaps which needs to be bridged. I am sure this will open many minds in the manufacturing industry and benefit them. On this note, I thank our guests, sponsors, supporting organizations, exhibiting companies and visitors for their active participation in making INTEC 2000 a grand success. Wishing everyone an excellent at INTEC 2019. Thank you.
Entering into this grand inauguration, starting with Miss Karen Christina Marie Stoll, she completed her high school in 1978. She did her Master of Arts in Political Science and History of Art Studies in the University of Regensburg, completed her postgraduate in Administration in the College of Europe in 1987. She worked as a research assistant in the University of Mainz. She was the Deputy Head of Mission, German Embassy Kampala. She joined the German Embassy of New Delhi in 2007. From 2011 to 2014, she was in the German Embassy of Rome, and from 2014 to 2018, she was the head of the division in Federal Foreign Office of the Department for International Order, United Nations and Armed Control. Yes, the lady who every other woman and man would look up to for her solemnized work. I now call upon Ms. Karin Christina Maria Stoll, Consul General of Federal Republic of Germany, Chennai, to deliver a talk.
Mr. Ramamurthy, Mr. Balu, Mr. Sriram Vici, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam. I'm delighted to participate in this opening ceremony today and to be back in Coimbatore. As some of you know, this is already my 4th trip to this smart city within less than a year. This fair is a joint project of CODISSIA and the team INTEC 2019. And the fact that 5,000 industrialists form part of the CODISSIA, this already gives us an indication. Companies are very close to the heart of Germans. We do have many of them, though not as many as you have in India. Our small and medium-sized companies create a lot of jobs, and there's a big share of family enterprises in the whole of the small and medium-sized enterprises. This gives you an indication that Indo-German business might be a perfect match many times. And Coimbatore is a good example for this. It is an Indo-German business cluster. I would like today to talk today not about technicalities, machinery, engineering, because as you heard, I'm a political scientist, so I would rather talk about the German perspective and the Indo-German context in which we are working and partnering with India and its cities and its people. As you know, Germany is located in the middle of Europe. It is deeply rooted in the European Union, and European integration has shaped my country to a large extent since the Second World War. Europe is sometimes difficult to understand for India, but it is often underestimated. But my country owes a lot to the European Union, and the European Union was and is a reliable partner for all, especially in these days where goalposts are moved globally. Germany and its companies, and I could interchange that with European companies, are champions of international business since a long time. Without worldwide trade and investments in our partner countries, we would not be as strong. That is why we strongly believe that multilateral solutions are the way to go for. We are counting on important forums like the United Nations or international economic institutions or economic networks. We do not want to go it alone anymore, neither politically nor economically. By the way, Germany would be too small for this in a globalized world anyway. Our work in the UN Security Council as a non-permanent member has started now again for a 2-year term, and I can assure you that Germany will continue to strive for a rules-based international order. We do not want to impose the law of the strong, but create fair conditions for everyone. We want to work together with towards this goal in an alliance for multilateralism, which is open to all interested parties. Here, India and Germany are sharing a common perspective in many respects, and our close partnership will be a force for good in the world. The bilateral relations between India and Germany are very densely knit. Germany is the biggest trading partner of India in the European Union and the 6th most important trading partner of India worldwide. We do have 1,700 German firms operating in India, and the numbers are still rising. In the last 3 years alone, some 120 companies have started operations here. The Indo-German Chamber of Commerce brings together more than 7,000 German and Indian companies, and in Tamil Nadu alone, over 130 companies create some 25,000 jobs. Still, we want to make our partnership even more fruitful and have set up a common working committee with the government of Tamil Nadu, the Consulate General and the Indo-German Chamber. making business easier and shortening the time to start operations will attract further investment. Germany stands for sustainable solutions, and that is why we have committed ourselves to the Smart City initiative. Coimbatore is a good example for cooperation in a multi-stakeholder approach. Government, including local authorities, business, science and technology have to work together. We have to consider the effects of our doing, and we have to involve the communities, the employees and the citizens. They are in the end the customers that buy our products. A lot of thought should also be given to employability and training, and it is here where we also exchanged notes with government of Tamil Nadu recently. But we are also cooperating closely with academic institutions, and the link with IIT Madras in Chennai dates back to the time when Germany established the Consulate General in Chennai. Today, we proudly count 400 academic partnerships between India and Germany. And I'm indeed happy that there is an ever-increasing interest in Indian students wanting to pursue their higher education in German universities. Presently, there are 18,000 Indian students enrolled, and that is more than the UK has. Last year, in our cooperation portfolio, we pledged nearly 8,500 crore for cooperation with India, and here the priority areas are renewable energy, sustainable urban development in the field of sanitation, solid waste management and promotion of urban mobility. And yesterday, on the World Environment Day, Government of Tamil Nadu let it know that 500 electrical buses will be purchased with the support of Germany for Chennai, Madurai and Coimbatore. Last year also marked 60 years of this cooperation, and many of the interventions under the cooperation scheme are aimed at providing a better living conditions and at the same time at a sound and sustainable business environment. But we are not yet there. The state of the environment and the climate change still require considerable adaptation efforts by industry and consumers, but I strongly believe the changes are in the interest of all. Our cities need to become cleaner and greener, both in Germany and in India. And we have to reconcile the interests of people and environment in the rural areas and combine this with sustainable growth and development. That is why we talk much more about standard and basic rights today. Much of you will be familiar with it because of the non-financial or social reporting that is required today. Business is paying much more attention to compliance, and many of the German firms, even some small ones, but also some of the global players are here at the forefront. Compliance for sustainability in a broader sense encompasses many facets: anti-corruption, environment impact assessment, labor laws, and human rights. Germany has adopted a national action plan for human rights that aims at assisting business to respect the basic rights, many of them derived from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Business here must not substitute the state. The state will remain the prime actor that provides legislation and monitoring. So I'm speaking in front of business people. You now might think of additional costs and the loss of jobs while listening to me. But there is no way back, I'm afraid. Consumers and many industry customers are expecting high quality and sustainability in products at the same time. To think in life cycle categories pays off, as we can see in the case of Germany. Certainly, we have to see a level playing field. Internationally, that means that we have to work together for an upward harmonization. But fortunately, we are getting helped by technology. Fortunately, there is now a great spirit in research and development activities, and these technologies will play a crucial role in shaping our common future. Environmental imperatives, safety requirements at the workplace, and many other aspects will keep the industry worldwide busy. Tight standards and stringent regulations will produce alternative and more sustainable methods of production, and I'm very optimistic that especially the Indo-German cooperation here will bear some fruit. The Indian history has a long The industry has a long history of collaboration with Germany, and the prime position of Germany in many sectors is well known to all of you. The German companies here in India